I won't try, but
let's see how many people we can piss off before the end of the promo this week.
Prepare yourselves, fools. This program contains graphic language like fuck, shit, and cunt. It also contains discussions about violence and graphic descriptions of gore, such as cunt punning a dead nun while the entrails and blood splatter your face in your new shirt. I digress. This show is for adults, so dispose of your children as you see fit. Now silence and enjoy the show.
Bigfoot, undisputedly the world's most entertaining cryptid. Join the Reverend Jeff Kelly and your old pal Wes as they discuss the best and worst the media has to offer. Movies, books, TV shows, commercials, all on Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, yeah, bitches, we back live in the house. That's right. I'm your host, the Reverend Jeff Kelly, and over there is your old pal Wes, Sir Wesley Losner of Lounge. How are you doing, buddy? Exactly.
cheers, everyone.
That's right. May the squash be with you and also with you. Yeah, for you ladies who out there are complaining about the language, you've been warned. Telling you now, probably not your cup of tea if you're offended by the F word. If not, chill out for a fun time because we're talking about the Bigfoot hunter. Still searching. That's right. Actually done by a friend of ours, the Newkirks. Greg Newkirk actually made this film not too long ago. It was actually filmed in 2006. It was officially released in 2011, and it was brought to YouTube in 2012. That's right. You can find it on the weekinweird.com as well. So let's not delay anymore. I've got a little special surprise coming in just a bit. Take it away, Mr. Wesley Losner. WesLosner.com, bitches.
Yeah. Well, also about the people like that have been complaining. Look, I understand. I say fuck a lot. All right.
Whatever.
What do you want me to do? Like,
right,
you know,
exactly.
I graduated high school, you know, so like fuck you guys. Like, what the fuck? You know, you want me to be some college dick or just fucking tell you about a fucking Bigfoot movie? Fuck.
Exactly. College educated jackass.
Anyways.
Well, I am, but I'm just here for the information.
I know it's like, oh yeah, just the bitchiness of some people.
Oh my
It
God.
says fuck like the first 30 seconds into the show. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, enough of that bullshit. Anyways, the Bigfoot hunter still searching, or as it should have been named, American Psycho.
Wow. Yeah, dude. Right from the very beginning, the very first time I saw this movie, they gave me a link to see it. I was just like, oh, dude, this is it. Because I used to read the Weekly World News, and I would see ads like that in the back of that and think to myself, are these people really legit? I wonder what happens if you would actually call and get in contact with somebody like this. Well, guess what? They did it for us, and boy, was it a fun ride.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So right in the very beginning, it's weird. I've never seen this on a film before, but it's like, this film is not, was not, never will be for sale.
That's right.
Know? Like it was a weird like introduction. I'm sure it's got some reason why and everything.
Well, yeah,
like,
because they want you to understand it's made by amateurs for amateurs to be watched by the people. It was like his first real movie. It's like a filmmaker's introduction to the world that this is me, and I'm giving this away for free for everyone because that's what I want. It's like a musician giving away their album, although we know they never do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get a very like, you know, like also like the way that they're wording this shit, I put on here too. like I'm making a joke of this, okay? Because your movie did not suck, okay? But I wrote it in my notes because it just was so funny because this was my first impression. This is the first time I'm watching this, and you're getting this like, this is not for sale. Just share it, please. Da 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 da. And sorry that it's bad resolution and this and this and this. It's like it was like saying, oh, sorry, this sucks too, you know, but deal with it. But it didn't,
Right.
suck, you know. It ends up being awesome, and then you get this like 2 seconds of dude unloading his shotgun and fucking just talking about, yeah, he'd be dead, you know, and all that, right? And you don't know how crazy that guy literally is until you start talking with him, right? So
wow,
I'm loosely, I took a lot of notes, but I'm loosely going through this movie with you guys right now. Okay, there's a lot to it, and I'm already telling you right now, you gotta watch this shit just because. All right, so March 2000. Fuck, I can't read the last letters.
I think it's
my
6.
writing right there.
2005 or 2006.
They're having a nighttime investigation at some insane asylum, and at this moment I'm like, the fuck is Rev having me watch? You know, I'm like, what the fuck, ghost hunters, what are we doing here? And then you hear him start talking about, man, we should fuck ghosts, let's go look for Bigfoot, you know, like the Bigfoot's not gonna chase us. That doesn't seem right, but fuck it, go do it. So then you get a news report, and who do we get? Motherfucking David Batdorf.
That's right. No, the news report wasn't about David Batdorf. We're just welcoming the Batdorf to the show. We're just talking about the very beginning of the show, David, is where we're at. They had just done the ghost hunting investigation and said, fuck it, let's go find Bigfoot. And that's where Wes was picking us up from. That's right. May the power of the
Batdorf. So, all right, you get the news report, right? And who do we got? Not fucking Batdorf, but old Bacardi himself, and talking about himself. And
now, let me interject just a little bit of information about Searching for Bigfoot. Timothy Holmes and Becky Sawyer were part of Searching for Bigfoot in their New York chapter. That was also the group who found Dyer and that other jackass from the jail with the rubber suit in 2008. So just keep that in the back of your head, that these are mentored by Tom Biscardi. So everything they know about Sasquatch came from Tom Biscardi.
That's always a good thing, if you ask me.
That's right. And Tom Biscardi was mentored by Ivan Marks. Scary stuff, man. Swinging a miss. Strike one.
Yeah, so, dude, at this point, you're getting one of the guys getting a phone call from another guy, and they're talking about this dude that's like 20 minutes away. He's a fucking Bigfoot hunter.
At the back of the Weekly World News.
Yes.
That is what the thing about it. Yeah, dude, most definitely. If I would have found something like that now here locally, you bet your ass I would be answering that sucker going, hey, you want to go really Bigfooting?
This is really where we got to go. Yeah, right now. Weekly World News. It'll tell you everything.
Bat boy. Bat boy.
Hey, I identified with Bat Boy.
You identify as a Bat Boy? Is that how that works?
Exactly. I identify as a Bat Boy.
Do you want to go in the women's room too, or can you still go in the men's room?
You know, I go upside down.
So we'll have to have
you just have to think about that for a second.
Sorry, folks. It's been a weird freaking week for me around here. I've had a fever of about 101 for the last 4 days, and I just feel like the world is just falling apart around me. It's very, very strange. Men in the women's room, when does that happen? Oh, sorry. Bat Boy is going to need his own urinal on the roof. Yay us. Go America.
So right after that whole deal with fucking, the phone call and all that bullshit, you get introduced to Tim Holmes, the Bigfoot hunter, aka American Psycho. And
AKA American Psycho, BT Dub, not related to John Holmes.
Right. Well, I don't know. Maybe John Holmes wasn't the brightest of guys. You know, he did have sex with more men than he did women. Anyhow.
So then they're talking in the trucks, all right? They're in 2 trucks, all right? And they're talking to this guy, and they're talking about how they have a curse, and all these people that have been helping them have been dying, suicide.
That's not the way to start off a conversation with new people in the truck. Hey, we're going Bigfoot and all, but the last few people that have helped us, have, they've kind of died. So we're trying to get that boogie juice off of us, and what the fuck?
And then
hey, you want a drink of my water bottle?
Yeah, and so then you get this whole, well, this is Becky, and we're not fucking.
I can't say Becky's attractive or nothing, but
yeah. And he's like, I mean, Becky's hot, and she's not like those other researchers, all fat and I mean, she's sexy, and I'm like. I'm laughing. I was dying at this moment.
Guys like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
right. But not me. Not me. We're definitely not together. We're definitely not doing anything. Definitely not.
Yeah, and so right after that scene of that,
if we were, I'd tell you. Trust me.
Yeah, he'd be all proud of it and fucking showing pictures and shit.
Last week she stayed in my tent because she touched my pee-pee. Right?
He'd have a rollout in his wallet and shit. One of them fucking. But yeah, so they start talking about certain incidents and fucking shit being around Bigfoot and Then Tim shows after they stop, he shows him a picture of a print, a trackway or whatever, and then so then right after that you get the scene where that crazy guy Tim fucking arms the whole crew, loading shotguns and
explaining. He's gonna give us guns, and the kid, how old was that kid? 17, 18 years old? He was definitely not 21.
It's as a ghost hunter, I have no experience with guns because ghosts don't get killed by guns.
Yeah,
they get killed by whatever the Ghostbusters had. Plasma rays. Well, yeah, whatever.
Proton torpedo.
Proton torpedo. All I know is that you don't cross this. Yeah, proton packs. All I know is you don't cross the streams. That's important. Everything else is man.
Well, you shouldn't be playing with the streams in the first place. So, blue and yellow does indeed make green, though.
Yeah. Anyway, weaponry.
So after they get armed and shit, they went to where there was a recent attack on some campers.
Yeah, the Valley of the Never Coming Back. What the hell was it? The Valley of the No Return?
The Valley of No Return.
Because if whoever goes down there doesn't come back. Well, how the fuck do you know that's the name of it then if nobody's ever come back?
Yeah. It's the Valley of No Return because it's a big fucking cliff, and if I push you down there, ta-da!
Yeah.
My favorite part, and it was in that mix, they bounced back on the weapon part, was the fact that he was talking about how he would load out. He's like, okay, so I'm gonna put in 3 slugs, these are the kills, and then I'm gonna put in 2 clay shots.
Skeeter.
Yeah.
I cheat with these. They won't hurt these won't kill nothing, but they'll definitely hurt
they'll
them.
Sting.
Scare them. They'll sting
because you don't want to kill anything, but if you go 1, 2, 3, I'm like, okay, well that's a kind of a good idea, except for then all of a sudden he gets into this is a 7.62 millimeter full metal jacket.
Oh no, no. He called that a hollow point, and I was like, okay, Mr. Merchant Marine, that's for sure, because if he was in a real Marine, he would have definitely known what the hell that was.
And he would also know who Gomer Pyle was. But anyway, I think that the whole...
No, in that same scene, though, right, is when he was talking about, and I carry these, and he talks about the ones he would fucking shoot himself with.
Oh, yeah, and then there's one more bullet I carry with me.
I saved the last
Yeah.
one for me. 'Cause
That one's
I
for
don't
me.
want.
have
I don't want to
any
get
or
eaten
some
by a
bullshit.
by a bear. If I know I'm going to get eaten by a bear, I'd rather just end it myself and not get eaten by a bear. That's kind of good advice.
I think that's great advice, but I can't imagine after shooting the 2 warning shots, the 3 kill shots, and then as you're being eaten, loading in that last shot from your pocket somehow dexterously like into the weapon and putting a shotgun, a full barrel shotgun up to your face and blowing it off. I just don't see that happening. But anyway.
If the bear's that close eating you at that point, you should put the barrel up against its head and blow its freaking skull off.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, if you're pointing it at your face and the bear's face is biting your face, you could probably like deflect this shot and do the same thing to the bear. Anyway, probably not a viable
But in Tim's
option.
case, the world's probably better off that he chooses to put the gun in his mouth and pull the trigger. But Tim, I'm not telling you to commit suicide. The Reverend is not telling you to go out and kill yourself. The world is a much funnier place with you in it.
Yes.
I didn't get to get into like the build up to the movie, but I really feel like Tim Holmes is the David Sedaris of Sasquatchery.
Wow, you're gonna have to explain who the hell David Sedaris is.
If any of you know who that is, it's totally perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
You're way too highbrow for this show, bro. We're way down in the gutter on this one. Okay, we say fuck every 3 seconds.
Dean probably knows who that is.
Oh, I'm sure
bet
Dean does. He's out there. When you look in the
Yeah,
chat
I
room,
got
you probably
that.
got an answer who David
Dean
Sedaris
chuckled.
is out there.
David Sedaris,
He's already doing it.
amazing.
I love Dean. Yeah.
I don't see Dean in the chat room, so he must be busy. He'll catch it up later and comment.
So dude talks about. Oh wait, no, we already just talked about that. Oh, yeah, at this point, right after that scene of him talking about killing himself and the bullets and all the way he does that shit, they start walking through a field and they start talking about this is where the UFOs come. And they were talking about, and I was just like, oh fuck, ghost hunters, and now this crazy fuck, and then we're going to fucking UFOs. All right, cool, let's do this.
We're gonna do it.
Alright,
We might as well fucking go all the way, man. You can't just take the tip, okay? If you're gonna do it, suck that dick all the way down. Just gotta get past your lips, and you'll be all right.
You got American. I'm telling you, American Psycho, because he's a fucking. You know, deep down, he's a secret crazy rapist. Fuck. You know, like just the way that he talks.
Say that about somebody, dude.
So anyway, like
Your opinion, maybe he has those tendencies.
I don't know.
And
Our opinions might not be reflected by.
Podcasts are not necessarily the views of the Squatchers Lounge podcast, but they are of the hosts and the participants of the Squatchers Lounge podcast themselves. Sorry.
I'm sorry. You put off a rapey vibe, bro.
Oh, sorry.
So right after that, they talk about experiences that made them start squatching and all that shit. And like you get this like what had me I just started dying because like so far there's been small jokes here and there, right? But there's none like big jabs, you know, to make you laugh until the chick is talking about her experience and what she saw and everything. And they do this recreation, and it says recreations real fucking big at the bottom. And it just shows this white, like, fucking creature that doesn't even look like a fucking Bigfoot, just, like, lollygagging and walking around. I lost my shit there. I was just like, oh, my God, this is so awesome. Like,
It is. It was very much awesome. And yes, they were very much making fun of it at the time, but they were doing an awesome job of making fun of it at the time.
So then you get back to our American Psycho, and fucking he's talking about like he told one fucking thing about what he started doing and how he went to fucking Iraq and he fought, you know, good, you know, and all that shit.
I don't think the Merchant Marines fought anybody. I'm still a little confused about exactly what the Merchant Marines are, I guess. I mean, I just, I don't remember the Merchant Marines being called up in Iraq. I'm just saying, we might want to investigate that just a little bit.
that could be one of those just wait 1 minute. But for the the suspension of disbelief aspects, we'll go forward. So, dude was in Iraq.
Private dancer? Is it one of those moments? Yeah, oh, man. So...
Yeah, merchant marines or transportation. That's what I thought. Okay, so you may have gone to Iraq, but you sure as hell weren't fighting. Sorry. Trying to miss.
Yeah, so he talked about seeing, after all this shit, they cut to him and he goes, I'll tell you, one time I was in I'm pretty goddamn sure he said Philippines.
Philippines,
he said
indeed.
the Philippines. He saw Bigfoot. So he's always been, like, all right, it's real, all right? So then you get Tim going out in the woods and fucking, he, like, wiggles some branches and he's, like, pretending to be a biggie and making noises and, like, trying to show the guys, like,
he's running around the neck,
just a dark shadow and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And I forget, I think it was Nick Faust who looks into the camera and goes, he's not very graceful in the woods, is he?
No, he's falling all over. I love the little fucking cracks they made through this whole thing.
Every time they looked at the camera, it was
hilarious.
Milton, the little chubby guy. He was my favorite, dude. Every time he looked at the camera, he had this look of horror. It's like, I can't believe you people put me in the woods with this crazy bastard, and everybody has guns. Somebody get me out of here. He reminded me of...
I know, because us big motherfuckers are the first to go.
Oh, my God. That's right. Fat guys go first, man. We know. We get it. That's why we carry guns. But still.
Oh, man. So, after that whole shit, he gets this, like, they're interviewing just him again, and he talks about how all the photos and all the videos of Bigfoot out there are trash. They're fake. They're phonies.
They're all completely fake.
Yeah. And then right after that, there's a scene where they hear something, and they're like, like standing guard outside of the fucking, like woods and to this like clearing and shit, and they're like holding their guns, and and fucking dude's like, I did. It sounded like a turkey gobble, like fucking. And they're like, no, that wasn't no turkey. Then you hear the dude say, I'm pretty sure that was a turkey gobble. That was like, and fucking, what's it called? Fucking, like, they were like, well, did some get thrown or some bullshit? And then you get this dude, fucking good old American Psycho, talking about, no, that wasn't turkey. That wasn't turkey. It was Bigfoot. This is the Bermuda Triangle. It's like, because that's like what, like, it just ended at that. Like, and it was just like.
Would you mind extrapolating upon that, please?
Wow. So
the
then
Bermuda Triangle of Bigfoot in New York.
They were talking about how they had brought their Jeep in there or their car or whatever, and it stalled out, or like, for how many reasons could that possibly happen? And all of a sudden it's a Bermuda Triangle, and they're like, oh, so there's a bunch of electromagnetism, like, and they're like, yeah, that. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Have you met Doc Johnson McStuffins before? You've been drinking his Kool-Aid?
Well, now, to be fair, they did go out with the Finding Bigfoot crew. The Paranormal Bigfoot episode season premiere was the same people. They did try some different Bigfooting techniques, but they've been out with Dallas and Wayne, too. And there's footage of that as well around on the internet. But I believe that's coming up in a different Bigfoot documentary that they're going to be doing as well. So keep it tuned.
So, good old Tim gives us a nice speech about how diplomas and getting your diploma in high school is shit. And I think he even said it. And I'm sure everybody can correct me, but I'm pretty sure he said, what do you go to high school for 16, 17 years? I could have sworn they cut the camera to one of the dudes in the back, and he was just like, with his eyes like, what the fuck? Did he just say 16 or 17? Like,
It was definitely more than 12
happened.
years, is what he said.
I don't know if that happened, but yeah, like I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, so you get that whole thing, and then fucking you get how like this dude like lusts for Burger King. Like fucking,
that was my favorite when they as amateur filmmakers, good on ya for bringing that back a few times to make it funny.
My God, the Burger King crown on Tim's head was worth. I would have paid to see that. I just to see if you don't get the crown back on Tim's head in the remake, Greg, we're all going to be pissed at you. Okay, so there's got to be more footage of Tim Holmes with a Burger King crown.
Whoa, they're remaking this shit?
Well, we'll get to that in the end, but yeah, there's
we'll
awesome. Get there. Oh yeah, there's going to be. Well, I'll go ahead and say it, and this will be a good place to take a break as well. They're going to remaster it on HD as well as have some additional scenes and info, and they're filming with Tim Holmes very soon. It was announced on the Week in Weird page just the other day is where I caught it, and that's why I said, hey, let's do, the Bigfoot Hunter, still searching. And while I got your attention, let's get out into the chat room, see who's hanging out in the Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly's chat room tonight. And of course,
you allow a chat room over here? This is ridiculous.
Dude, this is the awesome.
Tim Holmes is still alive?
Yeah, Tim Holmes is still alive. Imagine that. He can actually still eat. But we'll talk about where he was living in a minute. Rod Dupree, the super fan, he's hanging out there.
Rod Dupree, the motherfucking place to be.
Drake, Gang, whatever. Dick Jones, Collier Williams.
Dick Jones.
Boss of the Forest. Boss of the Forest, man. Looking to be pimp-tastic.
Boss of the Sam Squinch.
Sam Squinch, you're the boss.
Sam Squinch.
Obsidian Radio, he's finally made it back on board with us. Let's see here who else is hanging out now. I know there's more people than this because I can see it down in the little thingy. But y'all, Dave Jackson, saw you up there. Dick Jones, Dave Jackson. Rock City Marco. Let's see here who else.
Rock City.
Jason Gerd. I won't call it. I just won't do it. Now, it's so easy to, but I'm just not gonna do it. Let's see here. Immortal Chaos 4. Glad you could join us. Let's see here who else is around out there. Chaos of the Immortal. Anna Baz. She picked this up on a Bigfoot campfire story. Look, she's like pimptastically in the chat room all the time. We love you. Thanks for coming back. Let's see who else is hanging out there. That might be the end of the popular ones tonight. I don't know if the rest of y'all watching are just afraid to post or whatever, but we're glad y'all are there to see us. And Mr. Batdorf, we are glad you were able to join us tonight as well.
Fuck yeah.
A pleasure as always.
We need more footage of the Bigfoot crown on his head.
Oh, Lord. So
that might be my new podcast headgear, actually, is a Burger King crown.
A Burger King crown. We'd allow it.
Because Sasquatch. Yeah. Because Sasquatch like Burger King.
Well, you got to make sure you bedazzle it so your Esquire tag will go nicely with it.
Esque.
You can bedazzle Esque on it.
Yeah. I am the King-esque. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're all horrible. We know it. It's okay.
So, all right. So, shit. All right. So after Burger
we're
King,
at Burger King with the crown on his head.
Yeah. They go to that chick's pad, Becky.
Wait, but what about the reasons he likes Burger King? Is because, the Whoppers, the right.
Drinking all the soda.
You can drink all the soda. All the soda you want, and the ladies are nice.
Yeah. I forgot that shit. Yeah, that was funny.
And they give you a free crown to wear.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, who needed that? That was yeah.
Seriously, this guy's got a hard on for fucking big Burger King, dude. But yeah, so after the chick's pad, they're like, I don't know, she had some other broad there, and they're fucking, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. It was fixing a car, fucking smoking cigarettes, drinking a beer, fucking, I don't know, skinning chickens. I don't know. They fucking have a news report again. Every news report in this shit is gonna fucking be related to Mr. Biscardi. All right, and so he's talking about his Bigfoot casts, and then old Bacardi's fucking Bigfoot hand, but you can't get any DNA because of the fucking DNA molecules, and he does this.
The DNA, the molecules.
Oh man, yeah. So then they're talking to the chick while they're driving on Becky, whatever the fuck her name.
Becky Sawyer.
Right, so they're talking to her, and fucking she I didn't understand this, but she was like saying, "Oh, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that." Like when they were asking her questions, and it was like, "All right, cool, can't talk about that." And then she talked about something else, and then so right after that, they stop and they look at some fucking dead fucking sticks, branches that fell off the tree that was fucking right there, and they're, "Oh, this is Bigfoot markers, like everybody does to fucking." Yeah, just to get people stoked on it, like, oh, Bigfoot did that, not fucking leather. It's just like, it's a good way to get, newbies into it,
Get them all excited.
Stoked about the trip. Yeah, and already got Bigfoot on the brain, like, oh, wow, we're in their territory now. Everything's Bigfoot. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
American Psycho.
American Psycho. Come on.
So then
we've all been there. We've had that person go through like, oh, this is this and this is that, and you're like, oh my god, that's crazy.
The other day I saw somebody they'd posted a knocked over stump, and somebody circled the two circles next to it and said, "Look, two cloaked Bigfoot, a big one and a little one." I'm like, if they're cloaked, how do you know?
So right after that, fucking, I forget who he is, but he's one of the dudes in this. I don't know none of their fucking names, but one of the guys, he pops in and he fucking he's just like, this is bullshit, like, I'm skeptical. Fuck this shit. They're fucking full of it. He's saying something, like to that line and shit. And it just had me fucking laughing. And then fucking right as he's talking to the camera, the broads are fucking in their car and they just start call blasting. So he just gets cut off by fucking the,
They were using the calls from friggin' Ron Moorhead's Sierra sounds that are just like the most garbage on the planet for some. It's just anyhow. So I gotta miss strike one.
Well, but they make a lot of noise. I mean, I'll give it that they do make a lot of noise.
That they do.
Yeah.
A lot of noise.
Yeah. Yes, they. Yeah.
There was no further statement after that.
Right. They do make a lot of noise.
They're not
a lot of noise. Calls. They just make a lot of noise.
Yeah. So they go back where they thought something was walking around in the woods that day in the clearing. Like, I guess it was like a week before or whatever the fuck.
It was like 2 weeks later, I think. Yeah,
they think they hear something walking.
Something's walking.
So right in the same place where they thought they heard something before. Yeah.
And they're thinking like, oh my god, what are the chances?
Well, the way I look for things, I go to look for something that's the last place I saw it. To be honest with you, if I'm going to look for something, I'm going to go look for it in the same place I saw it last. If it's not there, then I might have to look around a little bit. But I'm going to at least start there first.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Like if I wanted to see the deer that was in my backyard 3 days ago, I would wait in my backyard for like 3 or 4 more days, and then maybe it would be there.
Right, but no guarantees, especially with Sam Squanches and all. But hey, whatever.
It is a good starting point. However, to walk directly up to it with a film crew and imagine that it's going to be right there again.
Especially when the first time it was a turkey. Bam, food, masturbate.
That's the newest addition to Bamfoo's Masturbate. Okay, fair enough. Moving on.
So right after that, the chick is like, the group of dudes are walking in one area, and the chick and her partner are on their separate trail there, and they think they saw something, right? So they go, chasing after, and they find a trackway, or I don't know, like
well, they found something, something that looked like a
so you're watching everybody just completely trample over the whole scene as they just like ran up, so it makes you I don't know, but so they're like, they pour a fucking thing and shit like that. So then you get cut to good old American Psycho, and he starts, whoo, man, sexy legs on her. He's
all freaking on her. Oh, yeah. He was
burning the fuck out. Yeah. Like,
burning right up on her, dude. It was just like, oh, man, Tim, you can't help yourself.
Oh, my God. So, okay. All right. Now, this is one of the best fucking one of the best fucking quotes of the fucking movie right here. As they're talking about the fucking print and fucking shit, they cut to fucking this dude. He was really impatient. He didn't seem like he ever wanted to be in one spot for too long. And fucking, he's like sitting there talking to the camera, and he's like, yeah, they say they see toes. I don't know. I'm kind of blind from all this, so much sex with the Asian girls back in it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, Tim.
How the fuck do you go blind from having sex with Asian women? I'm like, what? I'm like, at this moment, I'm like, what the fuck are we fucking watching right now?
What has happened? This just took a dark turn.
My God,
a dirty
was,
turn.
So funny.
So dirty. I can only imagine what his mind was just dirty.
Oh,
dirty. Ew.
Oh, so right right after that scene, like the print's like kind of dry, and there's that whole scene where the print just crumbles and they can't use it, right? And fucking they blame the Bigfoot curse, and it's Bigfoot curse, and blah blah blah, right? So then they're packing up, and they're getting loaded in the truck and shit, right? And then fucking American Psycho fucking once again shows his fucking perviness. And it's like, woohoo, sexy. I want to ride with you. And then you just hear this broad, fuck you.
You can't script gold like that.
No.
There is no way to write a script for this much gold in a 58-minute movie. I'm sorry, the new Greg, you did an amazing job with this one, buddy. It's always been one of my favorite Bigfoot documentaries, but you cannot script gold like
I've never seen it until this. Oh,
I can't believe I've never shared this one with you.
So there's this whole there's this whole scene where fucking American Psycho's fucking talking, and he's fucking talking about like, damn, like Bigfooters go out there looking for Bigfoot all the time, and then ghost hunters are gonna come find Bigfoot. Like, what the fuck? Like, like he's like tripping out. It was like I don't know what they were on. Like, were they in a restaurant or were they on a train? What the fuck were they on? Like, it seemed like they were in motion but sitting down at a table. I don't understand I don't know what I was fucking seeing. I'm sorry, I was tripping maybe. My allergies are fucking with me today, people. I'm sorry, that's why I look like Rudolph. But anyways, fucking right after that scene of just the chick telling that fool to fuck you, there's this news report, right? And it's fucking Biscardi, the Dyer hoax, and fucking Biscardi's trying to like look at the teeth and the tongue. Yeah, you know I'm fucking legit. You know, get me a fucking Snapple. You know, like you get the whole fucking hoax, and then fucking you get this like, all right, so years later, I don't know, it was like 3 years later or something, right? And fucking old American Psycho's out there still fucking psychoing out, you know? And still searching, you know? They're putting the letters up on the fucking screen, right, at this moment and stuff. And so, like, you get this, like, heart-to-heart with this guy, and he's fucking talking about, you know, all the fucking people, the Bigfooters, and Mark Moneymaker.
Mark Moneymaker.
Yeah. And you know, these sellouts, and they're giving up, and they're all giving up, and everybody's giving up, and fuck all these guys, right? And he's like, and, you know, like, I'm searching for the unknown because I am the unknown. Yeah, you are, buddy, you are.
Yes, you are definitely an unknown bird, something or other, that's for sure.
So he starts talking about the end of the world and shit. He's like looking at the guy, and he's like dead serious. He's not in a fucking. He's no longer answering an interview question. He is just talking to this person, and I feel they put it on the fucking movie. There's no way that this could have just been an answer to a question. It just seems like this guy was just, you know, like how we break into talking, like what I'm doing now. He fucking broke into this conversation about the apocalypse, and if the end of the world comes, it felt like he was looking at this fucking dude that he was talking to, and he was like, just don't come to me, because I don't have enough food, I don't have this, you know what I'm saying, I have enough bullets for me, and, you know, he's like, don't come to me, but you know what, you can bring your, you know, like your little girl to me, like your daughter.
I might save your daughter.
I'll save your daughter.
Ew.
And, you know, it's just like, wow.
Wow.
Just, there we go, right?
That's
and
kind of where your
right after
comes from.
Right fucking after that. So are we going to Burger King?
Wow.
So right after that, you get this like kind of feel like they're okay. We're gonna get the credits and bloopers, right? Like it just seems that way because everybody's goofing off as they're like saying, "This is so and so," you know, like so you're like getting the feel that it's bloopers and gonna be funny, right? So then fucking you're getting like this whole like different scenes, and they're like the one dude, fellow big guy. He's like, man, I hope nobody gets shot, and they're, you know, buying bullets or some bullshit, or I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were in a store. But then, like, you get this whole, like, little scene where, like, in, like, 2001 or 2011, this fucking guy fucking petitioned to fucking have his face put up on his state fucking sign or some bullshit because he's the only
Elmira sign, yeah.
Yeah.
Tim wanted to be
He's
part of
the
the
only
founders.
fucking Bigfoot hunter.
Yeah, a hometown boy. He wanted his face added to the billboard
it's all-
of Elmira.
He has never gotten a response to some
Never
bullshit like that. I laughed.
This is awesome.
So then fucking, what the fuck does this say?
I don't know if your head
there's
ready.
this- I know. Oh, yeah, well, because I was like, oh my god, did I really say that? But then I remembered the scene. Holy shit. Yeah. Whoever the guys that made this movie, your homeboy with the long fucking curly hair, I would say a certain kind of specific kind of hair that I think it is, but you get what I'm saying? So anyways, that guy, he fucking like, he just takes his shirt off. He takes his shirt off. And this motherfucker has, like, these big old fucking pepperoni pastrami nipples, like, fucking, and it's just like, ha-ha! And it's just this, like, fucking, like, 2 seconds of this fucking enormous nippled man fucking just,
For no reason at all.
They introduce him.
pepperoni nipples.
And it's, like, the credits, and they say his name, and it's like, well, he was never in the fucking documentary, but thanks for showing me his creepy fucking nipples. I guess wow, like that just blew my fucking mind, dude. right after that, fucking, there's like this scene where like dudes like American Psycho standing in Becky's window or some shit, and then she just like fucking mouths off on him, and it's like, "Yo, announce yourself, motherfucker! I could have stabbed you in the eye with a pencil or some shit." And you're like, this went from bloopers to serious as fuck real quick. You're like, damn, this
that escalated quickly.
Oh,
Wow.
So then you get this other little scene where they're trying to have him like I don't know, someone's blog is like whofordedblog.com. I hope
That
I
used
got
to
it
be
right.
the Week in Weirds blog. It's now weekinweird.com. That used to be whoforded.com.
So they're trying to get this fucking American Psycho to fucking hold the sign up and just say the fucking thing, and he doesn't understand what the fuck they're talking about or the context of what they're
Well, I don't
talking
want to
about.
say who farted.
Diplomas are stupid. You know? So, alright, and we'll get back to that because we're going to see some more of this diplomas are stupid. But so... So you get them just go, who farted? You know, so they're like, there you go, we got it. All right. So then fucking the broad, like, right, he's like, oh yeah, she's got some Bigfoot tattoos. Look at her Bigfoot tattoos. He goes, they're the only Bigfoot tattoos in the world. Right? And then he's all, don't go sending her roses or shit or boots and stuff like that because you get to see her tattoos now. You know, like, what the fuck, you weird ass motherfucker. Oh man. So right after that shit, okay, this fool goes, okay, and to all you idiots at so-and-so military facility, and so-and-so at this military that is now called this, and then he pulls off his pants and spreads his fucking butt cheeks and is like, kiss my ass or some shit like that, right? And it's like, keep topping this fucking movie with some more icing on the cake. All right, cool. I've already experienced so much of this that there has to be a part 2, and you're just like, here's some more. Heroin. You want to watch some more of this shit?
Like biting into the birthday cake and
crazy
finding
fuck.
hot fudge and ice cream on the inside.
Like, and this guy's legitly out there still fucking looking and doing this shit. Wow.
Right now.
Yeah, so...
Right now, you two can contact Tim Holmes and have an adventure of your own.
Wow. So right after that, he has this scene that I was talking about, and he shows everybody, look, I do have a diploma. I have a physical fitness diploma. I have this diploma or some bullshit. He didn't really mention the other diploma because I don't think he really had another one. But, so you get this one, right? And fucking, so he's like putting it up on the fucking, like, tree or some bullshit, and he just stops and he gets sidetracked and he's like, you know what? And to the girl who fucking was on my page and talked about how she fucking hated George Bush, fuck you! I was like, oh my god.
If you're not chewing
he's
big
like-
rig gum, then fuck you too.
Yeah, so then he's like, he's got his gun and shit, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot my diploma. And he's like, psych! No, I'm just kidding, I am gonna shoot it. Right? And he like tries to fake you out like he was funny or something. Like you've been looking at this guy like you are fucking psycho, get the fuck away from me for the past 58 minutes. And you're thinking you're funny now? You think you can crack a joke now that's gonna make me like you? No, dude. Sorry. Alright, so then fucking he's like psych, and he shoots the fucking shit, and he's like, yeah, give me some more, oh yeah, give me some, and he's just shooting this fucking shotgun, just having fun. I don't think he's allowed to have any other kind of fucking gun, but anyways. So he says he served 5 times in Iraq, and he starts talking about this shit, and he's like, a lot of people commit suicide, and, like, and a lot of people have, and, I haven't. yet. Anyways,
I haven't. Oh, we weren't sure. I'm sure you didn't kill yourself 2 weeks ago, and you're just dead walking around here. Oh my God, I haven't.
Yeah,
Really?
so then that's what made me wonder if he was still alive. Because I mean, fuck, you gave him some years after this. I don't know, man. I didn't think someone thinking like that would have stayed that long. But then, so he has this whole like, I'm throwing my diploma in the river. And he starts saying sayonara, and it's the end of the fucking movie, and you're just left like going, did he kill him? Does he end up killing himself? Like, I finally got my answer, you know. Like, but I'm like, I'm stoked they're gonna make another one because fuck, I need more of this fucking crazy motherfucker. He needs he needs his own fucking like TV show. Like fuck, like seriously, like on an adult network so we can get the real deal fucking
The
Holmes.
real deal.
I want to see these Asian chicks he's having sex with.
Yeah, I want to understand. I want to break down. I want David to fucking break down the science of fucking Asian women that'll make you go blind. But yeah, I just don't understand that.
Syphilis.
I don't. That blew my fucking.
That wasn't a very hard breakdown.
Azithromycin. You don't even have to see a doctor anymore. You can get it at your local aquarium shop.
I'm telling you. I don't know how I haven't seen this movie and it's been out for this long. And I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. I've been like zipping through YouTube before, and I've seen, you know, this fucking picture of the fucking video for this fucking movie. I've seen it multiple times. I know I have. It's in my brain. But I always just thought it was one of those fucking yahoos that just goes out and fucking just, you know, like is just, you know, like looking at their dog and it's like, oh, is that Bigfoot? Oh, you know, like it's a whole bunch of these videos out. So I just thought it's like, and it said still searching, and I'm just like thinking it's one of those, okay, I want to be finding Bigfoot kind of people that, you know, are going out and poking fun. So I never watched it, but holy fuck. I wish I would have watched this before, because I'm going to watch it again.
No, most definitely.
You know, like, I want to watch this again just because I feel like
there's a lot of shit you missed.
More
creepiness.
creepiness.
There's a lot of creepiness you missed. There's so much creepy in this movie. By the fifth time, you'll just like be just like infected
and I'm
by
sorry if this fucking dude watches the movie, but I'm sorry if you watch this, Mr. Tim fucking American Psycho, but dude, bro, seriously.
You can count on him.
I got a doctor that'll hook you up, man.
He might even stalk you over it, but he's gonna watch it. I can promise you that. He's probably watching live. That's kind of fun.
Hey, bro.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Greg Newkirk, the people
kind of
over
creepy, bro.
Dana Matthews, Dana Newkirk, whatever you want to be called these days. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Is it before marriage, after marriage, whatever? Timothy Holmes. Let's go ahead and give credit where credit is actually due. The cast: Milton Clark himself, Nick Faust himself, Jason Gowen himself, Tim Holmes, American Psycho, Greg Newkirk, behind the camera most of the time. He was the one that said, I'm going to fix my microphone with duct tape and receipts out of my pocket because we can't afford nothing else. That's right. But you're still making great movies. Becky Sawyer, and of course, whoever the people were in Burger King. I give it definite 2 thumbs up.
Thanks, Burger King.
Definite 2 thumbs up. Go watch it. The link's in the Squatchers Lounge. Facebook.com/groups/SLounge. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/SLounge podcast. You can find the blog at squatchitall.blogspot.com. And God, you can find us on Wednesday nights at here at 8 p.m. I've been out of it with a fever all week. I'm glad you
Right there. Look, right
David,
there. Right fucking there is where you can find them.
What did you think of this one? How many thumbs squares? How many squatches you giving it? I'm just in fucking la la.
Well, I don't even know how many squatches are
1 to 4 squatches.
1 to 4? Well, I would give this
5
one.
is giving you a boner. So
Do we have
if it give you a boner, you get 5 squatches. If it didn't give you a boner, you give it 4. The degrees of limpness follow.
Yeah, I might give this a 5 just because of the Newkirks give me a boner.
There you go. There you go. 5 boners from Dr. David Batdorf. Wesley, what are you thinking, man? 1 to 4, 1 to 5 squatches.
Listen. Wes isn't giving boners to any of you people in this fucking shit. Alright? But I will I'll give you a little thumb right in your butthole. You know, you guys did good. Good movie. I'm going to watch it again. I want to watch it again. And even though the dude is a rapey, creepy, fucking psycho guy,
that's part of the charm.
TV shows about him. I know, but I'm saying, dude, you have found a guy that will make perfect TV. Perfect TV. You stick with this guy.
Don't tell him that. No, stop telling him that, because that'll go to his head and he'll think it's real. Don't tell him that.
Don't censor.
Don't stop. Don't feed the beast.
Don't censor him.
Don't feed the beast. The only people that need to make TV with Tim Holmes is the Weekend Weird people. Trust me, we do not want to see him on regular television. Trust me. No. You can't handle that much, Tim Holmes.
Oh, my God.
Okay, now I would be remiss if I didn't mention something else entertaining this week. Killing Bigfoot has actually returned as of tonight, but only in England. So if you're not English, you can't see it. And I haven't seen it, actually.
You can't see it, you cunt.
Supposedly footage of a Sasquatch that the Killing Bigfoot crew caught on a GoPro head cam. And I'll be even nice enough to say there is a link to it in Sasquatch Unlimited research group in Surge. Rob Goudet posted a link to it today. I'll put a link post show from there into the lounge. God bless it. My fever's about to break and I feel like shit. But yeah, so I'll drop a link into the lounge here in just a few minutes. But I saw the footage, wasn't all that impressed. But why are they releasing Killing Bigfoot in England first when it's an American film, an American TV show? I don't know. I'm kind of a little jaded about that, but
because it was an English production company who put it together.
Most likely, that's the only people that really have any money these days. Because America sucks. America's the greatest.
Well, it doesn't suck. It's just in a shitty time.
It's lost a sense of itself. It needs to find itself.
Yeah.
It's not transgendered.
We need to make
99% of the country is infected.
But you have to think. So we have to take care of the 1%.
You're all
is what you're saying.
Infected.
Yeah. You're all infected. You're all sheeple.
Those who are aware. If you.
Oh God, we got him going.
Oh my God!
Oh no, we've got him going. It'll never end.
No,
let's stop it there. Another show.
If you know you're not infected, you're good. All right, but
you're good.
If you don't know, you're fucked.
And if you
you're
know, if you know that you're not, if you know you're not infected, you know that you're trying to make American television great again.
There you go. American television's going to be great again. With that, we're going to wrap it up with this edition of Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly. Holy crap.
Did we say enough fucks?
I don't know, but let's throw a fucking there or two in on the way out just to make sure we offend all the right fucking people. David, you got a fuck or two for the end?
Sloppy cunt.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
A sloppy cunt for no reason at all. That's the Dr. David Batdorf.
Hey, nothing tops a fuck like a sloppy cunt, let me tell
you. For Dr. David Batdorf, pseudoscientist, and your old pal Wes, Sir Wesley Lawrence of WesLosner.com. I'm your host, the Reverend Jeff Kelly, and we say thanks for joining us. May the Squatch be with you. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here.
And it's not Lawrence, it's Losner. I mean, we've only known each other for years, but...
I did not say Lawrence. I did not... We'll have to play the replay. I said Losner. I probably... trust me, the fever's getting to me. I did say that's Losner.com.
I'm pretty sure.
So,
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Lawrence.
And when you're over there, I got a whole bag full of.
Whatever, dick.
Lawrence.